Hello everyone, Avery here, Southern Fried Knowledge, showing you a little bit of things I've been doing to one of my hats here. Put this thing on here. Yeah, not sure if I like it yet or not, maybe. That's some Angus action over there. Anyway, got a bunch of things I want to get done today. See if we can do the first step without the look at this cat. This cat is wanting to get outside because it sees me getting close to the door. I'm going to do a little bit of chainsaw action. First thing, I got a bunch of things going on though. Just chainsaws and tree cutting. That's one of them. Don't know how much stuff I'm going to be able to do here. Turn this thing around again. A little brisk out here, but it's okay. It is, if I didn't say it already, it's Saturday the 20th of December 2025. Last weekend before Christmas time. Flip it around. We're wanting to trim some of those ugly old trees over there. I just cut a couple the other day testing it. I'm gonna do a little bit more of that. I got some stuff out there at the shop to do. Break some chairs down. I got to repurpose, I guess you could call it, an old printer. But anyway, I'm gonna do a little bit out here on these trees. A little bit of trim. Not feeling a whole lot today, even though I got to get something done. I didn't hardly do anything yesterday. My back's been hurting for several days. Got the old Biofreeze sprayed on it. Took some anti-inflammatory medication. Try to calm my back down. Got my headache calmed down a little bit and my sinuses. Oh, we got chickens. We got chickens in here, y'all. I have a guest appearance of the chickens are in my little island out here. Hey, Mr. Chicken, or Miss Chicken. Oh, I didn't see that one. You snuck up on me. Hey, y'all not gonna like what I'm about to do. Well, if there's two chickens, there should be two more chickens. Where's the rest of the gang? I see two. Back it up. You want to look out for the other two chickens. Got a bunch of crap in here. There's a tree growing up in the middle of that one. Couple trees. These things need to be trimmed. Tree growing up over there. I need to get back to my light where I can fix the light in it. The light's been out for a while. And there's one of my little outside lights that's not working. I think it was that one over there. I believe that light's been out a little while. I don't know if any of that's gonna get done today. So many projects have been getting away from me. Where's the other two chickens at? Chickens, roll call. Now, that one looks like it's setting. I hope you ain't laying no eggs over here. Are we down to two chickens again? We had four, and something got a hold of one of them, and it went down to three, and then we got another one, and we's back to four, but I only see two chickens here. Anyway, got no time to be messing with chickens. I got to put my camera down for a little bit. Let's see if we can get in there to that big old tree right here. If I can get in this bush and cut that tree. I don't know if I can or not. Some of these other trees, they look like they need to go too. I'm gonna see what we can do. Can't do a real good job holding this camera, so I'm gonna put the camera down for a little bit, do a little trimming, and hopefully the chickens won't be too mad at me. You gonna get mad at me, chicken? It is my yard after all. Y'all be snoozing out here where I'm trying to do some trimming. That's not gonna work too good. Alright, let's put it down and get work. This is only gonna be a few minutes because most of my work's probably gonna be in the shop today. Hi folks, Avery back here. After doing a little bit of cutting, let's spin it and see what we done. So far this morning I done cut that right there and trimmed it out a little bit. Still working on it. A lot of stuff to trim out there. Chicken's still hanging around with me. I figured they'd take off and skedaddle. A lot of work to do there. And then I got to drag it all off. And I need to trim the hedges back when I get all the big stuff out there too. This ain't all gonna happen today. I'm gonna take some swings at it though. Whew, I think I gotta go tighten my chain up on the chainsaw though. It looks a little loose. Let me go see if I can figure out how to do that on this chainsaw. Check back in a little bit. Quick update. Could spin it here. I feel like I've got this tarp secured on my little portable building as best I can. I've added like one more tie down on this side and two on the other side. So that's about as good as I can get. So maybe that'll buy me a little bit more time with that. I've also, I don't feel good today. Hard to get around, and I got a lot of stuff I got to do. As you can tell, I've already moved these leaves right in here onto the pile. I've still got at least that many more. Oh, actually more. It goes on around there. Still got all of these leaves to put onto the pile. Between raking and shoveling with the pitchfork. When you already don't feel good and your stomach's a little queasy today, took some caffeine bombs, which is a migraine headache medication. It's got a lot of caffeine in it. Got my stomach feeling a little woozy. I'll try to chug water. You're supposed to drink a lot of water when you take that kind of stuff. But a low motion day so far. Stuff back in here. And our second load today, I think, or third. I don't remember. Anyway, my door's working better. Trying to give it a proper good 30-minute cool down after it completes a dry cycle before I start it. The next load, if this one finishes, it seems like it's going to make it. I'm going to put the rack and the trays back in it. See if that's affecting it any. Run a load like that. And run several loads between today and tomorrow. See if we don't have it improving some. Anyway, that's all I got for right now. I gotta go get that old mini chainsaw out and cut on the bushes in the front right now. I really don't feel good, but sometimes you gotta push through. 66-year-old, and that's telling on me this weekend. That wreck didn't help none, and that's been 2 years almost. Oh, January the 24th or 28th, if I forget, of 2024. So that's approaching 2 years on that. My channel is rapidly approaching 1 year, this YouTube channel, Southern Fried Knowledge. It's been a journey, slow, hard push. Trying to just make it a hobby now. Have fun with it when I can. I'm not having a lot of fun right now because I can't really go out and explore things. I'm a little tight on my funds. It's hard to keep working when you don't feel like working. I wish I could retire. A smarter Southern Fried Knowledge would have prepared for retirement a little bit, but I wasn't really preparing for a bad wreck 2 years ago, and that kind of knocked the wind out of my sails. Anyway, I'm okay. I sound like I complain all the time. I'm trying to be upbeat. I got other things going on, but it's me worrying about other people's problems, so at least I'm taking on something to think about. Let's get out there and see if we can cut some of them limbs out in the front yard. Do that because we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. I'll probably check back with you in just a few minutes. We get the chainsaw out. I'll show you what's going on out there in the front yard. Hold tight. Hello folks, back over here on my tree trimming project. Spin it, there we go. We're gonna stop the other day after getting punctured by those crazy trees over there with the sharp barbs on them. That kind of slowed me down, and then I got busy doing other projects. We're gonna get out here and try to trim some more of this stuff back. Then I got to get the hedge clippers and trim these hedges up a little bit. Where did the chicken go? I scared the chicken off. He's bashful. Yeah. Transvest chicken was out here a minute ago. He's gone right now. He, she, whatever. Not sure how he identifies it. Okay, well let's come over here. Whip out my trusty Temu Unixie, however you say it, chainsaw. We should have 2 fully charged batteries now. Get back and hit this thing again and see what we can do to this. Alright, stand by for more. A little bit further. Step by step, we'll get there. Hello everyone, I'm going to show you some live action with this chainsaw, Temu chainsaw, 6-inch chainsaw. Get down to the nitty gritty here. Work better in rehearsal. Got an unwanted visitor in my yard. Ow, you got to constantly be vigilant for these briars. Vigilant. in. We got a battery. Starts bogging down. Come on now. We may be out of battery. That battery almost dead, y'all. That's the end of the battery. Ow. That's my second battery of the day. Get the wires stuck up in here now. Ain't quite done, and I don't think that other battery's charged up enough to do much good today. We'll try it. Only been on there a little while. Lady just turning in here. It's 4:45. Alright, dog, you need to stay out of my yard now. Got too much stuff to do to be fooling with the dog. Made a mistake of petting that big old bulldog the other day. Like to hurt me. It gets really excited and jumps all over you. Alright, let me go get my camera before the dog kills it. Behind the camera, folks, is that bulldog. He seems friendly enough. Pet him one time, he will jump on top of you and hump your leg till he's done with it. It's funny, but it ain't, because I'm 66-year-old with ruptured disc in my back and 2 of them replaced in my neck. I don't need no dog jumping on me. Let's spin it. Do not jump on me, dog. Go get that chicken over there. Go get the chicken. See the chicken? I don't care about no chicken. Yeah, just come over here and pee in my yard. At least he ain't pooping. Usually he poops all over the yard. We already got one dog, so got to take care of. You got the scoot, dog. I'm back up plan. The battery's dead. This guy right here, I don't know if I'm gonna get very far with it. I'm gonna have to turn this camera off because I can't really risk this dog jumping on this camera and destroying it. So let me see what I can do with the jaws of death here, and I'll check back with y'all in a few minutes. Hello everyone, Avery here, Southern Fried Knowledge. It's Sunday the 28th, 29th, 28th, I think, I don't know, 2025. Oh, look at here, on Sunday, it's Amazon. So today we have Amazon and chickens. Amazon and chickens, Amazon and chickens, Amazon and chickens. Can't get that out of your head now. Amazon and chickens. Yes. I actually was coming out here to show you that I got through cutting all the big trees. I got to trim the bushes now to get most of the big trees. I got to work on that tree a little bit, I think. That might be a later thing. How we doing, chicken? Did he just say I'm doing okay for a transvest chicken? Okay, I won't follow you. I'll give you space. This is my yard though, not my chicken. We have roaming chickens. So the ones that was over here, even cut a couple off the rose bush. Probably gonna trim that more with the clippers. And all of that pile right there was off of this. Still got to clean that up a little bit. There's those killer spike trees. Probably put all this shrubbery stuff on the one video, probably. I don't know how much video I've got of that. That bush there looks pretty pathetic, don't it? Is that rotten? Yes, that is rotten. He can come out there, then that is a dead bush. We can get him out there. Alright, chicken, we gotta go out to the shop. This is for something for the shop. Bring it out there. I'll probably need to get out here and repaint this thing. I painted this thing a few years back and kind of put an American theming on it. It's getting all rusty now. I probably need to at least touch up the white. Do something, some fresh coat of paint on there. But with all the other things I got going on, don't see that happening right at the moment. How about my little dragon weather vane up there, if y'all could see that. I got that from Temu. On the lawnmower building. The grapevines are really working on tearing that fence down. I'm gonna do some trimming on them boys this year. It's just too much work for this old fragile old man, y'all. Alright, come in here and unlock the building. Get in here, do a little bit of work on the autoclave. Finish up on that and get them loaded on the van for tomorrow. Okay, quick update on this here. Spinach. This is what I ordered from Amazon. Said it was coming Monday and it's Sunday. They're usually behind time. Now they're getting caught up where they're back on time again. Another ball of string, because I used most of it up out there putting the tarp. There's what's left of the string I got. Putting the tying that tarp down over the old portable building. But don't need that. We got to start another load on this autoclave. See if it's, I think we're getting close to being fixed. It's kind of hard to do that with one hand holding the camera. Let's start a load. I think this one might be fixed. That filling chamber needs to stay on there about a minute. It's kind of like we're doing the Adam the Woo thing where he's in celebration watching the clock with the bicycle and the dog chasing it. Waiting to see if that's going to change in a minute. I wasn't paying real close attention. I think it was about 20 seconds ago. If this is filling properly, which there was an issue that I fixed on that after it runs a hot load, the moisture wasn't coming out because this door wasn't opening. So I fixed the spring on it where the door would open at the end of the cycle and get the steam out. So the moisture was coming off of the sensor in the back of the chamber, telling it that it wasn't full of water. So from a cold start, it should work fine. But I need to catch this thing within 15 minutes after it finishes a 30-minute dry cycle and see if we can run another cycle. Chamber is full. That was about a minute. Starting to heat up from 64. It'll take it 30 minutes to get there and start a 5-minute sterilization. then vent, and then dry for 30 minutes. Here's my Dragon composter again. Let's see, what are we doing out here? I keep forgetting to bring this chair back in here. Probably need to do that today. Don't get rained on, he ain't gonna be in much good condition. There's so much crap out here right now, you're just gonna get rolled into the edge of the door. I didn't ever get, or did I? Yeah, I did. I filled that up. Okay. So, let's get back to hedge trimming. There's the battery charger for my Ryobi trimmers, where maybe all the batteries is out there in the lawnmower building with the clippers. There's the weed eater, not really using that right now. We still also have more of this straw to move. Boy, I wish I had 1 million subscribers or something, and like some of y'all would come over here and help this old man. That'd be almost more important than getting subscribers to do all of this stuff. There I got a little bit with my feet without even getting the fork out here. It's a fun exercising way to put your crap on the pile. How about that? I'll do that again. I can't bring all those trees I cut from the shrubs and throw them on this pile. We'll burn the house down for that kind of a bonfire. Might even have to put some of this in my 2 55-gallon drums and burn it off before we light it. Newton County used to be a little bit funny about wanting you to get burn permits and such. I'll have to check into that. But I always do stay out here with the fire the entire time. I fill up 6 or 8 5-gallon buckets around the fire at a safe distance with them so they don't melt. In case the fire starts creeping out, I can knock it down, and I stay out here with my water hose till it gets burnt down, and then when it gets burnt down, I stay on the bed of what's left of the fire for another good 30 minutes, soaking the pile down good, where it won't reignite in the middle of the night. I'm usually burning stuff at night. I just got rid of a fair amount of this stuff just with my feet, and got my exercise. How you can exercise and do yard work at the same time. Yeah, that's not super pretty. It looks like my transvest chicken's been out here. I'm getting a little winded, y'all. Just from kicking leaves. Y'all think how much we played in leaves and straw piles and stuff when we were kids. Running, jumping in piles and making a mess. And now, you get winded. Well, I can come back out here when I'm not quite as winded in a little while and get the rake and the fork and shovel that a little bit. But yeah, before we bring that stuff over there in the front yard back here to this pile, I got to do something with this. I've even toyed with the idea of going to rent one of those chipper shredders and putting it out there right by where I cut the stuff and just shred it all and throw it right back out there in the bed. I don't know the feasibility of that, what it would cost. So I thought, or I wouldn't have to burn that too. Otherwise, I'm fixing to wind up with a bunch of, or either renting a dumpster to put it in. I'd fill a dumpster up pretty doggone quick, and it'd be one of them big long ones with all that debris. I'm not sure if you can haul off yard clippings and stuff in there. I don't know how that works. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you know. Alright, coming through the gate. Well, that's the gate. Coming to the lawnmower building to get the hedge clippers. Gonna pause this again. Get my hedge clippers. Go up there and trim some of them hedges a little bit. I hadn't thought about waiting until I moved all of that, but that front yard debris might stay there possibly for a week or two. I don't know yet. We're still debating that. It's a lot of work for an old man who's still trying to work during the week. And I got to get back to work tomorrow. Got 2 autoclaves loaded up today if that one's working. The other one's fixed, but I don't know about the one we're testing now. All right. More on all of these shenanigans later. Okay, so I've got my hedge clippers. The Ryobi is my weapon of choice at the moment. 40 volt lithium, 2 amp hours. In case you don't know, I know everybody out there should know this, but just for the unknowing, when you see like a number 2AH, that's 2 hours, 2 amp hours usage. Anyway, the lower the number, the less time you're going to get, and that's not completely accurate count, but a 2 don't have very much of a charge. I think I've got a 4 and a 6 out there, which is usually a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker. The chainsaw, Temu chainsaw that I cut most of that with, only had 2 small 2s. I ordered a 4, but it being Temu, it's going to take it a while to get here. That way I'll have the 2 small ones and 1 big one for when I'm really trying to tackle, which I felt like those did pretty good. Well, the sun's trying to peek through the clouds. But anyway, let's get in here. I'm going to start with that baby bush right there and see if that, let's see what kind of angle I got there. If I can tell. It's so hard to tell. I can't see nothing now, the sun's shining too bright. I'm going to try to get that. I might be in the frame and I might not. Show y'all some live action clipping on that little baby bush. We start with the easiest one. Well, that one was easy enough. Oh, old man is still tired from the last few days of working. That one was quite easy. I think we're gonna get a little bit of rain in here later today, but the rest of these guys are gonna be a bit of a chore. Yeah, I know I may not be the best at trimming this, but shorter is better than it was. Those are gonna be a beast. I don't know how much of them I can do right now. I may even be making a mistake by not doing something with these bigger tree bushes and stuff before trimming them. But at any rate, I'm gonna trim a little bit more. I gotta go back out there and check that autoclave. It's back and forth and back and forth. It might be Sunday. I still gotta do these yard chores. Ain't nobody else gonna help me do it. It's up to me. That's all for now. I'm gonna go back and trim, maybe start on that next one back over there. We'll see. Might do a little bit of each one or something just to see what we can pull off. I'll show you more what we got in a few minutes. Oh, it's becoming painfully obvious for this old man that I can't do much of this clipping today. That didn't feel good to start with. I'll just become another statistic of some old guy died trying to do yard work. I told y'all that I hate doing yard work, but nobody else will do it, nobody else will help, so it's up to me. These trees would grow up to the sky and start hitting airplanes. if I didn't cut it occasionally. I got one little bush and almost finished one big bush. It looks better than it did. I'm going to have to pull the plug on this part of the hedge clipping experience for a moment. Guess I couldn't spin it. Notice how I use this for a pillow too. It doubles as a pillow, the Ryobi hedge clipper. Spin it. I don't know if you can see. That's the little one I cut in the foreground there, and behind it, behind those other bushes, I started trimming that other big one back over there. It looks better than it did. Oh, wait. Walk over here a minute. Look, survey the damage. See, I still got to trim this some more. It's better than it was. Probably should wait till the day, but I really actually feel like doing some of this. But I did bust a good bit of this off of here. Like I said, it's better than it was. There's still some stuff to do, especially up there on the top in the center. I reached as far as I could and I just started getting tired. And I've got so much more to do over there. There's no way I can hold out to do that. Okay, you're gonna miss another pine tree. Get out here and cut that one. Yeah, I can't do this today, I don't think. If I do, it'll be like one at a time. Get part of them today. I got some tearing down a couple of dental chairs for parts to get them out of the birdhouse. I can do that. But for right now, we're going to call this. I guess I could leave this over here. Maybe it'll be safe. Nobody will mess with it. For right now, I'll leave it there in case they do come back. Whoop. Back it up. Alright. I'll take a quick break at the house and go back out to the shop. I guess I need to go see what that autoclave's doing first. Then go to the house. And then go back to the shop. I'm starting to see how fun my life is. I'll try to share some of it with you. I want to get back out and do more adventures. See things. Right now, kind of down in the trenches. Sometime in life, you got to get down in the trenches and do the things that have to be done. So you'll have times to do the fun adventures. Ding ding. I'm gonna have to bust my landscaping stuff up there in the front yard up into a few videos. I'll see how it goes. Nobody watches but like 30 seconds of my videos anyway. I encourage you, set yourself a goal in the new year. Watch an entire video of Avery's and not just those 90-second ones like I've dropped in the last day or two about the cat and the dog. I think I got transvest chicken coming out tomorrow. That's still building up. 15.6. It's got to get closer to 30, about 29. It's got to be about 272 for it to go into the 5-minute sterilization cycle. That's all we got for now, y'all. I'm going to go take a little break and then come back out here and start tearing these chairs down. That's a little less strenuous, and I can listen to my music while I'm doing that.